11:27 p.m. And just like that, we headed back. I gotta admit that it's been a breath of fresh air to have a nigga that can just take care of things. I say I'm in trouble and need help, and he comes to the rescue. Good help is hard to find. I'm in the back seat, cuddled up with my babies. I'm not leaving them again. Smokey petty like me, and I like it. Denzel tried to stop us from leaving, saying Yella should be able to discipline the girls. The fuck she should. Smokey gave him $300 and said, "This is for caring for your girls." I got it from here. It turned me on. Ain't gonna lie. Monday, April 23rd, 2018, 5:31 p.m. Got back late this morning. My girls went crazy when they saw the house. Bigger than anything they ever seen in real life, for sure. Smokey got joint custody of his 4 kids, but they mostly be with their mom. So the girls are crashing in his kids' bedroom. They love it. Can't wait to get bedrooms like that for them one day. 11:40 p.m. Just put the girls to sleep. Gonna be up pretty late in the studio. Smokey said he wants to work closely with me on my first album. He said he can help me craft a unique sound at no cost to me. We just do the splits accordingly. He thinks me, Bean, and the girls should stick around for the summer and make money together. It ain't a bad idea. Ain't shit in Tampa waiting for us. I know how possessive producers can get, and we've already started entangling a bit. Deep down in my gut, something tells me I can't trust this nigga as far as I can throw his ass. But I think I need to work with him to at least see my career to the next phase, if only just for one album. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Tuesday, April 24th, 2018, 2:38 a.m. Bean said the price went up, nigga. 50 on the hot 100, nigga. Eat it till the sun come up, nigga. Then get back to the work, nigga. Bitches gon' hate me now, triggered, cause I got a different type of vigor. Caught us in public, but try that shit privately. My finger already on the trigger. Big old freak. Who, me? Ooh-wee, boy, please. I wanna ride down 95, so pass me the Mercedes keys. Oh, you thought this pussy was free? Nigga, shut up and get on your knees. Silly hoe, you can't fuck with me. Thirsty hoe in this Flawda heat. You can't join me, I'm out of reach. Can't keep up, no, I can't be beat. Saturday, April 28th, 2018, 10:51 a.m. Never been to Key West. It's feeling like a ghost town, but I could get used to this tropical feel. I could see myself retiring in a place like this, if I saw myself retiring. Still haven't decided yet. Sometimes you're just forced to. I hope it never comes to that, but if it does, I want a cottage on the beach like the one we staying at. We so close to the water. I dreamt of floating in the deep sea 2 nights in a row. The first time, it was bright and sunny, and the sky was the prettiest blue. Not a single cloud in the sky. The second time, the sky was deep blue, and the stars were sparkling, and the moon was full and close. I was floating with the waves like I was in a waterbed. I always wonder if dreams mean anything. I haven't had many that I can remember, but this one I remember like a movie. I remember thinking, wow, the sky and the sea are the same color. Something about that thought felt calming. The girls love it here. I woke up this morning and they were already in the sand running around with Smokey. Bean was watching from afar. She knows I don't like my girls around random niggas unsupervised. Smokey owns a studio here and lets his producing partner, Zeus, use it most of the time. He was so excited to introduce me to him. He thinks that he'll help me create a fresh vibe for the album. He played a few songs of his for me, and they're dope. I just don't know if they're for me. I'm always willing to try it out, so we'll see. We're getting in the studio tonight. Sunday, April 29th, 2018, 3:45 p.m. So, Zeus is pretty dope. We recorded 3 songs last night, and they were all different but so fun to lay down. Last night's session really opened my eyes to Smokey's lifestyle a lot more, and I don't know how comfortable I feel with it. I smoke weed, and I drink liquor. That's it. I don't do lean, I don't do blow, and I don't do pills. My mama and daddy both in jail right now for that shit. They been in prison since I was 14, and they ain't getting out no time soon. Probably not till I'm like 40-something. They caught bodies over pushing that shit. But that's another story I don't want to tell. Long story short, that shit ruined my childhood, and I ain't gonna let it ruin my kids' lives. So, when Zeus pulled out that white girl and asked me if I wanted some, I was annoyed when Smokey said, "It's safe. We got that good shit." I declined politely and without trying to judge with my face, 'cause I can do that sometimes. Nah, I'm good with the weed. I ain't here to offend nobody, but I ain't trying to be around fiends. I know that's how the industry is, but nah. But then a thought crossed my mind. Looking at the joint in my hand, my heart started beating fast. Ain't no fucking way. I asked, "Is this shit laced?" Smokey looked to Zeus, and Zeus looked to me reassuringly. Nah, I don't think so. What does that even mean, nigga? That shit was definitely laced. I was so pissed. I cussed both they asses out. I lost my cool. How the fuck could you pass around a laced blunt and not tell me? Who the fuck does that? 15 minutes later, my heart was speeding at a dangerous rate. I was sweating out my clothes and I kept thinking that my daughters were in danger. I was in danger, Smokey told me. Calm the fuck down. You having a bad trip because you thinking negatively. Relax. I screamed, I don't want to fucking relax. Where my kids at? He assured me. They with Bean. You want me to call them? But I was already racing for the door. I ran like Usain Bolt sprinting back to Smokey's beach house, which in hindsight was only 2 blocks down, but it felt like a marathon. I had a real fear that my kids were being harmed. I was crying, screaming, and sprinting. My shoes flew off into the dust as I reached the sandy front yard. I didn't have a key, so I banged on the door, waking Bean up in a frenzy. She opened the door. Keysha, what the fuck, girl? I pushed the door open and she fell to the floor. I know. I was tripping. I ran to my girls' room and jumped in the bed with them and held them tight. My eldest was still knocked out, but my youngest said, rubbing my head, "It's okay, Mommy. You're safe with us." Why did she say that to me? Bean walked in and said, "What the fuck is going on?" I cried more. "They gave me a lace blunt, Bean." Her eyes grew wide. "What you want to do? You want to go home? We don't have to deal with this shit. Say the word and we gone." But that's when I fell asleep. Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, 11:28 p.m. Smokey and Zeus apologized for the mishap. They promised to communicate before sharing blunts. It won't happen again because I'll be rolling my own blunts. I know better. Never smoke someone else's blunt when you ain't see them roll it up. Now I'm just full-on paranoid. Bean says I'm not in a good place to stick around. Once my trust is broken, it's hard for me to reset. I got the locks changed on my girl's bedroom door at Smokey's. He don't even know. I don't know if we're gonna stick out the summer, but in the meantime, I'm the only one who needs access to their room. I put a baby cam in there too. I ain't saying he a weirdo, but what I am saying is, I don't know him. I told them if anyone knocks on the door at night, text me immediately. Because if I'm at the door, I'll knock on the door 10 times in a row, 3 times. I know, extra. But I'll kill that nigga in his sleep. We haven't gotten in the studio since the lace blunt situation. It's been too weird. The vibe is off. I'm gonna just try and get in there on my own. Bean was able to lock in a few shows for the rest of the month. $7,000 per show, which ain't bad at all, considering I was getting gas money for most of this tour. The price definitely went up. I'm gonna focus on putting my performances together. Maybe producing this album with Smokey ain't it. Sunday, May 20th, 2018, 10:38 p.m. Bean had to go back to Tampa to help prepare for her grandmother's funeral. She's heartbroken. She'll be back in a few weeks, but wants me to focus on the shows I have coming up. And she told Smokey to dead all the weirdo energy because we need to be recording 3 to 4 songs a day. She wants 20 to 30 tracks when she gets back. Saturday, May 26th, 2018, 11:55 p.m. Zeus came by. He and Smokey were in the studio working on some music. He spoke when he came in, but I know a fake hey when I see one. My youngest is the least problematic and the most like me. She was dancing with me and helping me cook. My eldest said she wanted some candy before dinner, and I told her she had to wait till after dinner. Her little hard-headed ass went behind my back and snuck into Smokey's studio, hoping he would give her candy. When he found out the girls were coming, he bought a big-ass bowl of strawberry candy that he keeps on the table in his studio. Me and my little one was finishing dinner, dancing, and practicing my raps to instrumentals when my big girl approached me, hands quivering, with the fucking strawberry candy in her hand. I yelled, "Girl, didn't I tell you not?" She put her finger over her mouth. "Shh, Mommy, come here." She grabbed my hand with her tiny little fingers, pulled me into her bedroom, locked the door behind her, pulled me into her closet, and shut the door. I was like, "You got a big secret, huh? Is it the candy you got that I said you couldn't have?" I was upset with her, but all the secrecy made me nervous. My heart was beating so fast. I thought she was gonna tell me Smokey or Zeus touched her or maybe spanked her for taking candy. I felt my palms sweating. I thought of what weapon I would use. It went from knife to gun to rat poison. I got an unregistered Glock in my purse. I will use that bitch. If any of these niggas touched her, it's a cold motherfucking case. She goes, "Mommy, I saw something really, really bad." I said, "What did you see, baby? You can tell me anything." She said, "I saw Mr. Smokey licking that other man's private parts." I said, "You saw what?" I knew what she said, and I didn't want her to repeat it, but I needed her to. She said, "Your friend, Smokey, was licking his friend's pee-pee. I saw it. It was brown and long and hard, and he was licking it like a lollipop." God fucking help me. I'm writing to keep me from doing something stupid. But I gotta say something. Friday, June 1st, 2018, 1:54 p.m. Life is a bitch. You can't trust these niggas. It's official. Trying to remember that day Smokey was sucking dick only makes me see red. I locked my girls in their room, then went down to the studio to see for myself. And there he was, on his fucking knees again. He loved being on his fucking knees. We locked eyes, and he jumped up. I said, "So you suck dick too, nigga?" He responded, wiping his fucking lips. "Chill out. It's not what you think." I said, "I think you're sick as fuck, fucking gay-ass nigga." He ran up on me and grabbed me by the arms, squeezing tightly. "Look, bitch, I'm sick of you acting like you got the queen pussy around here. Ungrateful bitch. I want you and them bastards out of my house. Now." I started throwing punches. "Nigga, get your fucking hands off me." Then he reaches for my neck like he's ready to kill me. Zeus screams, "Promise you won't tell and he'll let you go, please." Kicking and screaming, I said, "Fuck you." And then I blacked the fuck out. Been out of jail for a few days now. Got arrested straight from the hospital. Savages. Bean was there with my girls and a camera crew filming me on release day. She's a ride-or-die bitch. She promised never to leave my side again. I believe her ass too. And I said sorry 1,000,000 times to my babies. They were so happy to see me. That nigga Smokey is still in jail. He had too much cocaine in his possession when my baby girl called the cops. I feel sick. I put them in this shit. But I'm glad they saw their mama fight and defend herself. I'm out on bail, so I still gotta go to court because they found cocaine and weed in my system. Luckily, they ain't found my gun. I can't find that shit either. Maybe it's for the best. Bean said I might only have to do AA classes and random drug tests from my probation officer, which is crazy as fuck because I ain't no fucking addict. But whatever. I'm out. I'm alive. And I'm back on my grind. I don't know where we're headed next, but it sure ain't Tampa and it ain't Miami. I'm shooting a quick video in Liberty City for my bonus single, Smoke Down Low. But then, we out this bitch. Mama used to say, make sure these niggas leave you with more than just a wet ass. Oh, and Shoop just hit #1 on the Hot 100. I knew it. We lit in this bitch. Thank you for listening to an almost entirely untrue short story from Flawda Girls Diaries.